Good afternoon, my YouTube family and friends. It's me, Larry from LG's Unboxing. And what we're here for is for this device right here. This right here is my LG G8 ThinQ. It is the successor to the last phone that I had from LG, which I loved to no end. As you see, yes, it's been personalized. Nice kitty cat in a mask wallpaper with gloves, and of course my OtterBox. So I'm probably not going to be keeping this phone much longer, and the person who is getting it is paying for the phone, the replacement motherboard, and that's it. The case is free because I have nothing else I can put it on. I don't have another LG G8 ThinQ, therefore it is useless. So, it is not the newest phone, and with LG no longer making phones, this right here is probably one of their best ones, but at the same time it's not a 5G like some of their newer ones were. Of course, LG is no longer with us, so it's got an older Snapdragon SoC, system on a chip, for those who don't know. And this is capable of running at the 5GE or 5G enhanced, or evolution, because it's an AT&T thing. Now, it's not actually 5G, it's 4G, but it's an enhanced version of 4G. It's, as you see, it's pretty snappy for its age. Now, a lot of phones back in the day had that, when you can't see it because the cover, but that headphone jack. The only difference is with the LG phones, that was the best DAC or digital to audio converter that was attached to a headphone jack. We're talking hi-fi quad DAC. We're talking you can use the best possible headphones you can find, and it'll power them no matter what. But LG's cell phone or smartphone division is permanently done. Now, it's covered in Gorilla Glass 5 on the front, and which you can barely see on the back, that little bit right there, that is actually Corning Gorilla Glass 6. And as you see, the touchscreen is very sensitive because I can touch it with anything, anywhere, and it responds, annoyingly so. But this right here, even with it being used, and I fully charged it last night to this morning, it battery lasts for 2 days, unless you go into hardcore gaming, and then you're talking about a day. Now, there are 4 methods for unlocking the screen. Okay, one is your standard pin, whatever pin you put on there. Then there is the face unlock, which is always a welcome addition to any phone. There is the back fingerprint scanner or sensor that lets you unlock with a finger. But unlike a lot of phones, there's also the hand unlock, where it actually takes a picture of the veins in the hand that you use and unlocks the phone. If you try the other hand after programming, say for example your right hand, if you try your left hand, it's not going to work. It's very secure. And I've played some games on this phone, and it still doesn't make it last any less. Doesn't cut down on its life. So, I mean, it's currently 70 degrees outside, as you can see. And I just love that carousel effect for sliding from one home screen to the next, or next part of the home screen. And I mean, dual camera on the back, so I did not get the triple camera. And it was easy to change the motherboard, considering it was originally a Sprint unlocked phone, and it is now an AT&T unlocked phone with the new motherboard. But I mean, question is this worth buying in 2022? Well, the answer is absolutely. I mean, once 4G goes away, you're still going to have voice over LTE, and any phone that does that will still communicate, just not as fast as something that is actually 5G enabled. So, the person who gets this phone gets the OtterBox case for free, and I will be moving on to the next phone. The question's going to be, which one? Well, it's definitely not going to be new, considering I'm only going to be getting the $180 I put into the phone itself, and not the extra $20 that I put into the case. Of course, that's because it's an OtterBox. An OtterBox isn't the cheapest phone case on the market, and this one also has a holster that keeps it on your side. So with that said, I mean, if you really need a phone and you want a lot of new ideas that LG seems to come out with, or seemed to have come out with, since they would try something new, and if it didn't catch on, or they just didn't like the end experience, then they moved on to something else. And I'd say get an LG G8 ThinQ, or better yet, if you can find one that you can afford, go for an LG Velvet. That is a 5G phone that will continue to last. And hey, if you don't have enough for an LG Velvet, just shy of that, then go for either an LG K52 or an LG Q52 or LG 92, either in the K or the Q variant. But either way, the world will miss LG making phones. And I am one of the many that will miss them. So, with that said, this has been another LJ's unboxing, or more like another LJ's review video. If you like the content of this video, please hit the like button and maybe subscribe. That's up to you. Of course, it's always up to you because you are yourself. And on that note, you have a wonderful day, and peace, love, and understanding. We'll leave it at that.